Hello and welcome back. Today we are down in Hove and you may wonder why I'm cradling this pineapple like a newborn baby, and that is because I saw an advert online where if you come to this restaurant you can swap a pineapple for a pizza. One pineapple for a whole pizza. So we had to come down and try it out, and the restaurant in question is Fatto A Mano Italian restaurant, which is just behind me. They have got branches in Hove, Brighton and London, and the swap a pineapple for a pizza offer is on until the end of March. I can't quite believe it's going to work, but we're going to see if it does because I like free food. And this pineapple only cost me 90p in Asda, so 90p for a pizza sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Let's go and find out if it's too good to be true or if it really is an actual amazing deal. So we are seated now. We've got an outside table today. There is seating inside, but we chose outside just so we don't disturb any other customers that come into the restaurant. And it's not too cold out today either. Getting really good vibes from the restaurant so far. It's really nicely decorated. I'm loving the blue and white theme they've got going on. And the staff so far have been incredibly friendly, made to feel really welcome. Really lovely people so far. I have got the menu. I'm looking down through it. They have got some starters, garlic bread, garlic pizza with mozzarella, potato croquettes, mushroom arancini, Caesar salad, a nice little selection of pizzas. When it comes to the offer with the pineapple, you can only actually have one pizza, and that is the pizza that they have created with pineapple on it. So obviously we're going to go for that. We're not going to hand over our pineapple and then choose an alternative pizza, but I'm more than happy having the speciality pizza, and I'm going to pop up and let you know what is on that as well. It doesn't appear to be on the menu and I can't quite remember exactly what it was, so I will overlay at the bottom the name of our pizza and what was included on it. I am going to have a starter today as well because I think we've come out, we're getting a free pizza. We are going to buy drinks, but I want to kind of support the restaurant a little bit more as well. Hiya! Hello. So a little bit of an interruption there because I don't know if it's the owner or the waiter, he feels a little bit more like he might be the owner or the manager. He came out and had a nice chat with us, so apologies for the little cut there. Again, he's a really lovely guy. Apparently they made 500 pizzas yesterday and 200 of those were the pineapple ones, so it's obviously going down well. As I was saying though, we want to support the restaurant a little bit. We don't just want to come in and have drinks, a free pizza and leave, so I have ordered a starter and I have gone for the pacini mushroom arancini. I have never had arancini before. It's something I've always wanted to try and I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into it today. So let's cross our fingers, see what the food's like when it comes out, and I've got a good feeling about today. So I've got my little arancinis to start with. I'm really looking forward to these because, as I said, I've never tried arancini, so I am going to have nothing to compare the quality to. They've got a nice crispy panko breadcrumb coating there, and they do feel nice and crispy on the outside. I'm going to bust this open and show you how it is looking. Oh, there we go. Oh, I can smell that cheese straight away. Smells good, looks good. Not sure why I've never had arancini before because actually it kind of looks like everything I enjoy. Let's see. That is very tasty. Why did I wait so long before getting arancini into my life? There is some nice tastes coming through. The rice is cooked nicely. The cheese is really good. It's got a lovely kind of stodgy, in a good way, comforting feeling. This is real comfort food. And that crisp on the panko breadcrumb is really good, really crispy. As I say, I've got nothing to compare it to, but as far as I'm concerned, this tastes really good. And if this is what arancini are, then I definitely like them and I will definitely be eating more of them. 100% like these. Should have had them long ago. And I do love cheese, and that little explosion of cheese in the centre there is so good. Yeah, 3 of them. They're going to be nice and filling as well. Hope I've still got space for my pizza. And I can't believe I nearly forgot to mention the most crucial point, the porcini mushrooms. Don't know how I missed mentioning them. They are giving this arancini a lovely earthy flavour. It combines really nicely with the cheese. It's not an overpoweringly strong mushroom flavour. It's just a nice, delicate mushroom flavour that is pairing really nicely with the cheese, goes really well with the panko breadcrumbs, and a definite winner. And I just wanted to tell you as well, while I think about it, what they're actually doing with the pineapples that they are collecting. Because obviously, 200 pineapple pizzas alone yesterday is 200 pineapples. They are using the pineapples that they receive within their sauce, within their pizza sauce for this pineapple pizza. Obviously, they will have leftover pineapples as well, but those are all being donated to local food banks and local charities helping people that need food. So none of the pineapples are going to waste. I think it's important to say that none of these pineapples are getting thrown away. They are all being used, and they are also being used to help the local community too. So it's a really lovely thing that they are doing. Obviously, they are getting promotion for their restaurant, which is great for them. They are helping local communities, and they are feeding greedy people like me for free. For free? Yes, for free. So all in all, lots of thumbs up for that. So how amazing does this look? The pizza has turned up. It looks amazing. Let me tell you what it is and what is on it. So it is a Bella Disgrazia, probably pronouncing that wrong, I'm not Italian. Now this is a pizza topped with black pepper, pancetta, mozzarella and fresh pineapple roasted with chili. And that is what the pineapples that you bring it in go down to making. They go down to making the chili pineapple sauce. Now I'm not going to be able to pronounce this right. Ventricina. Spicy salami is added, which is a 3-month aged cured meat, typically from Abruzzo, probably pronounced that wrong too, Lazio and Molise regions, made with pork cuts, a mix of spices and red chilies. It goes in the oven, allowing it to crisp up, and then it is finished with India hot honey, a sprinkling of chives, and 24-month aged parmesan. Oh, that sounds so good. I am so looking forward to getting in here. This pizza, I mean, my instant first impression is it just looks absolutely amazing. Look at that salami on there as well. There's so much salami. I can see the pineapple on there. Now, I've got to be honest, typically, I am not a pineapple on pizza person, but I don't hate it. I can take it or I can leave it. And when it is on top of a free pizza, I am definitely taking it. Let me cut myself out a nice slice. Are we going to try and do it with knife and fork? Are we going to try and get in there with fingers? I think we're going to knife and fork it. We're out in public. I'm not the cleanest of eaters when it comes to hands and fingers. I don't want to embarrass myself by dropping things. Right, let's get in straight away. Ooh, with just a forkful of pizza. Quite a thin base, making it slightly harder to pick it all up. Right, it's going in. So they weren't lying when they said it is a hot honey sauce, but I tell you what, that hot honey sauce gives it such a nice kick, and it's going really well with the pineapple. I've tasted the pineapple in that mouthful as well. The hot honey sauce and the pineapple is a brilliant combination. The cheese is coming through too. It is a spicy pizza, there is no denying. Well, it's spicy to me. Perhaps you guys can handle your spice better than I can. The base is very thin, very, very thin. Now, I don't mind a thin base at all. If you prefer a thicker base, perhaps not for you. Now here we've got these little bits of pancetta, and they are adding a really nice salty hit. I'm just going to try some of them by themselves. A lovely salty flavour. There's just a right amount of fat on there as well. The fat on there is melting beautifully into my mouth. I think we need to try the crust though, don't we? We've got to try the crust. Can't test a pizza and not test the crust. The thing with pizzas, isn't it? When you first start them and they're taking up the whole plate, there's never anywhere for it all to go when you've chopped it up. Right, let's cut off some crust and give it the test. Is it going to be delicious? Is it going to be crispy? Let's find out. Now this crust is beautifully light and airy. It's got a nice flavour as well. I think there is some nice seasoning to the dough because it's got a good flavour just eaten on its own. It is not especially crispy or crunchy. It is more light and fluffy. Very good indeed. Let's try the pineapple. This, after all, is meant to be the star of the pizza. That is a very sweet, very juicy pineapple. Fantastic pineapple flavour coming through there. And as I said, normally I take or leave pineapple on pizza, but this has got such good flavour. I think everything on here so far is really good. My only slight thing would be the base is very thin. It's obviously a thin base pizza, but that is very thin. But to me, it works, it tastes good. And all of these toppings look like they have been cooked perfectly. This salami has been crisped up just enough. It is not too much that it has gone hard, but it has got a nice crisp on it, which is giving a nice kind of crunch to the pizza. Because otherwise the cheese and the pineapple, everything else is quite soft, but the crisp of the salami goes so nicely and just adds a much needed crisp. Overall, really enjoying this pizza. I'm not sure I'm going to manage to eat the whole thing though. And it would probably be cheeky to ask for a box to take it home, considering it's free in the first place. I'm going to try and eat as much as I can. So what an absolute delight today has been. Right from stepping into the building, being greeted by who I'm going to presume is the manager, Tommaso, having him showing us to our seats. He has been really chatty. He's been telling us a little bit about the backstory of the restaurants. Absolutely brilliant. And then through to getting the food, that really tasty, delightful arancini, and the pizzas, and that hot honey sauce combined with the sweetness of the pineapple, the crisp of the pancetta. Such a good pizza. Everything has been incredible. Really, really happy. And to get it for free, to get the pizza for free is just unbelievable value. And the important thing to note here as well is it is not one free pizza when you bring a pineapple when you spend X amount of money, or one free pizza per table. There is no catch. You can bring 2 pizzas like Wayne and myself did, and you get bring 2 pineapples and swap them for 2 pizzas like Wayne and myself did. And there is no requirement to purchase anything else or spend a minimum amount of money. You could just turn up, give them a pineapple, they'll give you a pizza and be done with it. We did order some drinks and a starter as well, like I said, and the total bill before the service charge was not summarised on here. So the total bill with the service charge is £20.81, and that is £3.50 for the drinks and £8 for the arancini, and a 12.5% service charge. £20.81 for a starter, 3 drinks and 2 huge pizzas. What can you say? There's nothing you can say, is there? It is absolutely brilliant value. And so obviously, clearly, today we are going to rate this a 10 out of 10. Now, if the pizza hadn't been free, what rating would I give it? Because obviously pizzas are not always going to be free here. Realistically, The service has been fantastic. The location is nice. The restaurant inside looks like it's got a really nice vibe. The food is nicely priced. I think the pizzas averaged between about 10 and 15 pounds each if you were paying full price, so not too expensive. If we were paying for the pizza, it would still be top end of the scale. I would say 9, 9.5. 9.5, purely because there has been nothing wrong with the food. It's all been really tasty, but that service just pushed it from being a 9 up to a 9.5. Really enjoyed it. Very happy. 2 thumbs up and 1 full belly. So if you like the idea of doing this yourself, this offer is actually on until the end of March, and it is valid at any of their restaurants. They have restaurants in Hove, Brighton and London. So look up Fatto A Mano, which I have learnt means made by hand, thanks to the lovely Tommaso, who was teaching me, on until the end of March. So get yourself down to one of these restaurants and test it out for yourself. I will see you at another table another time.